Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Joey, and super excited to bring you a new video today. This is going to be an S Plus professional run. Finished it up, 10 saves, no problem. A little over 2 hours. This is going to be a no bonus items run. So no chicken hat, no cat ears, no upgrade tickets, no pay to win. None of that stuff. Full disclosure though, I do sell the Infinite Knife and the Chicago Sweeper, but we didn't use anything to get this run done. So it was a lot of fun to do. Pretty chaotic, pretty crazy at times. Really hope you enjoy the video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and like and subscribe if you can, and let's get into the video. Alright everybody, it's a pretty nasty November day here in the Pacific Northwest. It's a very windy and rainy day. Leaves everywhere. Probably should go blow the leaves in the parking lot, but we'll get to that later. We got a video to do. So that's the first boss done, and be sure to clear out the room and grab everything you can. In all my videos, I pretty much will let you know that everything in the beginning of the game is very valuable. It's extremely valuable because this game is all about guns and damage and boss fights and being able to hit your shots. So if I had to sum up the whole game, I would say that's probably it. And make sure that you conserve ammo where you can. And we're going to do S Plus here. Going to do it in about 2 hours. 10 saves. And probably could have got by with less saves, but, you know, hey, I mean, you got 10, you might as well use them. So, alright, this first area is pretty easy. You just want to kind of stealth around and knife people the whole time. Again, I'll repeat, again, make sure you get everything you can. You got to kill all these people, and you pretty much need to just maximize your money. So run around, pick up all that you can, and we're gonna start the cannons here in just a second. The route I take is pretty consistent. You know, basically every time I do it, it's about the same amount of time, and it's about the same amount of people that I kill, and I feel like I basically clear everything out. I don't think there's anything else in here. I mean, if somebody knows of something else, please let me know, because I want to grab everything I can in the beginning. And none of the enemies will turn around on you. You pretty much have free reign just to go out and knife everybody in the back. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot this and get the cannon started. I skip every cutscene. I think that's my ADD coming out in me. I can't sit through that. I also can't sit through it on a video. If I ever see cutscenes on a video, I just immediately fast forward. Sorry to Resident Evil, who put a lot of time in. I mean, yeah, when you first get the game, watch the cutscenes. No problem. But after you've kind of ran the game many times, cutscenes, nah. Still don't know if I hit that catapult over there. Kind of watching, and we can get it later if we didn't get it now. I don't think I got it. Alright, here comes some more people. I don't want to kill them right there because it's hard for me to pick up what they drop. So yeah, I wait for them to come right here. And you need to be careful. Make sure you hit these guys, because if you don't, they run super fast and they'll run right up to you like this guy. If they get super close like that, they're kind of hard to hit. You still can, but alright, so we're going to grab this treasure down here. And still be cautious, because there could still be guys up here waiting for you. So pick up everything. And basically you're trying to get set up to talk to the first merchant. That's kind of, the first merchant is going to dictate how your game is going to go. Basically, I have a save of the first merchant, and you know, before I sell anything or before I trade anything, before I do anything, you know, I did a save. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass if you have to, you know, restart or whatever. It definitely is a pain in the ass, but it also gives you the flexibility to kind of choose how you want to run the game. Because like, if you upgrade your sniper rifle, then obviously you're going to be doing, you know, a run with your sniper rifle being the main gun. Or if you upgrade the TMP, you know, you're going to kind of focus on a TMP run. At least that's how I approach this game. This game is going to be using the Punisher. We're going to get more into that later. It's basically a very good gun. It's just trying to get rid of the second Black Robe boss. That boss is a nightmare for a lot of people, and he's really annoying, and anything that can get you past him is anything that can help get you past that. I would recommend anything that works for you. If the sniper rifle works for you, then snipe him. If the TMP works for you, then TMP him. I would just say make sure that you know, find a way that you can kill him easily, because it dictates the whole rest of the game. So be sure to switch your knife to a crappy knife during this part. Again, all the enemies you can just stab, so don't worry about it, but you know, don't be dumb. Don't run around until you really know what's going on. You can start going a lot faster once you know how the enemy reacts to you and what they do. Until then, just kind of take it slow. You've got 2.5 hours to do this, so really there's a lot of time. That was a wild shot. Sometimes I just get excited, and I play with a controller, so everything is a adventure on the controller in this game. Alright, so we're gonna run into our first bullhead guy. It's important to kill him because it prevents him from showing up in the next part of the game. And I also just like to kill him because he drops the sapphire, which is really helpful. So you know, hit him a couple times there and then back up and then get ready to hit him with the barrel. Hopefully he catches on fire, which doesn't look like he did. Then homie is running up with his torch. Alright, so we're going to run him into the bomb. Usually he doesn't make it to the bomb, but he did on this one. And that's it for him. Be careful with the lady on the right. She throws Molotovs, and you don't want to take any damage right here if at all possible. I think she gets one off on me right there, yeah. Hit me a little bit. And I'm surprised I didn't get grabbed right there. So be sure to grab the yellow herb. It's really the only thing that matters right here. And then make your way out.
I'm seeing quite the crowd here.
Alright, so we're making our way onto the cabin. Pretty simple. Be sure to grab the knife at the start. We're not using the infinite knife, so you have to grab as many knives as you can. Plus, I'm also going to use the crossbow quite a bit, and I buy the recipe for the arrows from the merchant. So, kind of grabbing as many knives. Normally, I just kind of chuck them, but on this run, we're going to keep as many knives as we can. There's going to be a couple guys that are going to come through the door and then just use the barrel. And don't sleep on this next guy. He can tend to be tough sometimes. I don't know why. He's just a single guy looking for a date, looking for love. He's just a single guy. That time he didn't really cause any issues, but sometimes he can cause problems. So thankfully, since we killed the bullhead guy earlier, he doesn't show up now, which is great. You don't want to deal with him. It's better just to kill him previously. And looks like that pig just fell over. Hope it's okay. Hey buddy, you all right? You good? Sometimes I snipe this lady, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm feeling at the second.
This way looks promising.
All right, so we're on to the next phase here. I always try to snipe her from down here just to get rid of her. I don't think it really makes any difference when you snipe her. And there's blue medallions here. And I think I forgot one of them at the end of this and I had to go back. We'll see. I know that was one of the runs I did. Get the crow. There's going to be one in the tree. And then, yeah, I think I had to come back. I should have looked up. It's been a little while since I ran this part right here. Yep, right there. I think we're going to do every merchant request. I'm pretty sure we did them all. I tend to do them all just because it's money and you need money like badly in this game. I think in this run, I finished with just enough money to keep everything I had and to upgrade everything I had and to get my guns in good shape and buy the final rocket launcher for Sadler. So, and I didn't have to sell anything to come up with the money for it, which is nice. Kind of how I base these runs is like if I end up with a lot of money left over, then you know, I run it again and I'll upgrade, you know, more along the way. Like I'm pretty tight with upgrades at first and then I see where I'm at and then I kind of, you know, upgrade more where I can. Also, we're going to want to get the glasses off of this guy walking up the hill. every bit of money is critical, like I said. And then beware, once you do that, they're going to start chasing you. All right, we're making our way to the merchant. So this is the first chance that we have to make some big decisions regarding our game. Clear everything out before you talk to him. Get that part done. And we're going to get ready to fight the Black Robe. So combine everything you can. We're going to sell as much as we can. Handgun ammo is really important. I'm going to be using the Punisher in this game. And I really like that gun a lot, so it got to work out in this run. So grab a small key, the upgrade case for the large resources. Make sure you fix up your knife.
Anything else I can help you with?
And get all your treasures ready to go. I even sell this other treasure like right away. I don't even care. I'm not going to use too many square gems in this. The ones that I do find I use specifically in other treasures, so sell everything you can. Right now you need to make as much money as possible. Every bit of money you can make right now. Sell everything you can live without. I kept one green herb. And sell the Blacktail, Chicago Sweeper. Sell the Elite Knife.
I'll buy it at a high price. There's some things money can't buy.
And I think that's pretty much all I can live without. So get the Punisher. And it's great because you get the laser sight, and that's a great add-on. So I'm gonna go 4, 4, 1, and 4. And I'm kind of thinking about it right now as we speak, just kind of looking at the money, seeing if I can upgrade it anymore. Still got quite a bit of money. Ammo capacity is huge for this first boss. Basically, I'm just kind of getting this gun ready to go for the first boss. Honestly, everything is just trying to get by his ass. You know, him and his little trio of friends are very annoying and just get really sick of running this. So gonna use the Punisher. I find that it's the most consistent for me. Every player is different, but an upgraded Punisher is just too much for the Black Robe. So as you can see, we got so many bullets in the mag. Right now I'm looking for his buddy. There he is. Kind of take him out so you can focus on the boss. He'll come back, but you know, it's nice to not have to deal with him for a second. Got lucky right there. There his buddy came back, so he's gone for a few seconds. Just get rid of him again. Very easy to get rid of him with this gun. I always follow up with the TMP after I melee him. Now there's going to be 3, I think. No, it looks like still 2. Alright, we're going to send him to his next phase. Reload. And just get ready to unload on him.
It's getting thicker.
Hopefully you get the knife prompt like that. And then hit him with the TMP. No, actually I didn't that time. I was worried. Because there was 3 of them. TMP? Nope. Looks like I stopped doing that because the other 2 are in the game right now. So it makes everything hard. This boss is very challenging. So just kind of take your time. It's best not to get hit. It's best just to play it safe. And, you know, that's my advice with that guy.
The village chief's house.
Clear everything out in here. And so, looks like now we know that we're going to be running the game with a, you know, fully upgraded Punisher. So that means that I'm probably not going to change my case to the large resources just yet. I'm going to leave it on the handgun for now, just to get me through the beginning phases of the game. And sometimes I do sell the Punisher to upgrade the sniper rifle for the Gigante. He can be a pain in the ass as well. So, you know, I kind of have to make my decisions based on the bosses that I'm coming up to fight. So we'll see what I do for El Gigante. Clear everything out and get ready to move to the next part. So I did this run and edited it probably, I ran it, I think maybe a couple days ago, 3 days ago, and edited it the next day. And so it's been a couple days. I had a few things to do in the meantime, so trying to kind of remember everything I did is best when you can edit and do everything like right away, because everything's still fresh in your mind. So first time kind of watching it back in normal speed. As you edit, you know, you watch back in 16 times. That's about the max I can do, being able to fully comprehend what's going on. Actually, I have to slow down to probably 8 for most of it. But if it's somewhere, you know, that I know I'm going to be running, or it's not going to be very important or whatever, then I run it at 16 speed. So, but it's very difficult to comprehend what's going on during 16x. And I try to keep the videos moving. I don't leave in a lot of cutscenes or anything like that. I try to cut out like save points and stuff. I mean, I'm pretty much going to let you know where I save, and you know, I think I'll mark them on the screen. We'll see. I think with separate ways, it's really not as critical. You know, like Leon's run, it's very critical to save in the right spots. That run is no joke. Leon's S Plus run is no joke. So it's best to kind of follow the guide and, you know, stick to it. Unless you're really experienced, then, you know, you can kind of go off on your own tangent. But this is what YouTube is good for. You know, YouTube is great for showing you several different ways to do something. No two people are alike. Plus, no Resident Evil run is going to be exactly the same. There's always going to be curveballs. You're always going to have to adapt. And to me, that's what's fun about the game, is adapting and kind of, you know, doing something differently, or being forced to do something differently. That's one thing this game is really good at. forcing you to do something different. So, all right, come down here. These guys are pretty easy right here, but just make sure you don't miss them because they will wreck you. And then once this lady gets close, hey grandma, just stun her and make your way forward. Coming up, everybody has their own little parts in Resident Evil that give them trouble for whatever reason. Here's mine. These guys give me trouble all the time. So I just started waiting back there a little bit for them. A lot of people just run through. That used to work in the beginning, but for whatever reason, I don't know what I'm doing differently. It doesn't work now. I get grabbed right there. So I hang back for a second, wait for them both to show up, stun them with the TMP. TMP is amazing. I did several runs where I didn't even upgrade the TMP. I did no upgrades in it whatsoever, and it still stunned people. It's that good. So I'm not sure if I upgraded it. This might have been one of the runs where I had so much money left over previously that I'm like, well, I'll just put some money in the TMP. So we'll see. Again, I can't remember whether I did that or not in this run. So stealth kill all these people. It took me too long to get over the wall, so this guy caught me. So it doesn't matter right here. Everybody's gonna run to you, and it makes no difference. Get the large resources on your left. I forget about that one all the time. Love the Punisher. Punisher does work. And I'm really glad that that gun was in this DLC. Some people don't like it. I mean, I see a lot of negative feedback on the Punisher. I don't get it. Blacktail's good too. Not to take anything away from it, it's just two different styles of playing. You know, I think if I was playing on mouse and keyboard, I'd probably use the Blacktail more because it does so much more damage. But also, you know, mouse and keyboard, you can hit your shots much easier. So I think having more ammo in the mag is more important for me running this on console. I think that's really the gist of it. That's why I do it that way. But, you know, you do you. Whichever gun you like better. I'm going to do a run running the Red 9. I haven't done that run yet, so we'll see how that goes. So let's see what I'm going to do here. Yeah, I'm trying to put money a little bit here and there into my sniper rifle because I'm worried about the giant. That's basically what it is. You know, I'm looking to deal with him. That's my main worry right now, because you can get stuck on him for, you know, a long time if you don't do it right. So always make sure you have small keys. They're going to be the difference in money, whether you have money or not. So going to do a save here. This is going to be my second save. And I think in this run, I normally try to run past the chainsaw people, but I think I got stuck in a doorway and I had to use a flash grenade, if I remember right.
Hope he's down here.
But it looks like I didn't put any money into the TMP, and that's fine. TMP is fine. It does its job. I'm not really looking to destroy everything with the TMP. I'm only looking to just move people out of my way. That's pretty much it. If I'm going to destroy something, beginning game, it's going to be the Punisher, and then the end game, it's going to be the sniper rifle. That's what I'll be doing the destroying with.
These belong to Luis.
So clear everything out. Try not to get hit. You want to get as many mixed herbs as you can, because you're going to sell them if at all possible. So in order to sell them, you can't be dumb. You can't take stupid damage. Looks like I forgot the cigarettes, so I'm gonna have to run back. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna take damage, and unless you're some of the freaks of nature that can do this game where they don't do any saves and any damage. I mean, that's just incredible. I say it all the time. I'll say it again. I have a life outside of the game, and I really don't have the time to do that, nor do I really think that that would be fun. Just me speaking, and that's just my personal view. Everybody's different, you know, in their own way, and I'm happy for everyone that, you know, chooses to do it however they want to do it. I just don't have the patience of the time, and it would be easier on mouse and keyboard than it would be on console. So there's that as well. But, you know, to each his own. I like to watch the no damage sometimes, but really it's kind of a slow, methodical game. It's not terribly interesting to me, I guess. But let me know in the comments, you know, is that something you like to watch? You know, I mean, those guys are really amazing players, so that looks like I had to use a flash grenade. Yep. You know, those are the best players around, in my opinion. The no damage, 100% accuracy. I don't know, I could put a run like that together, but it would take me a long time, and I just don't feel like doing it right now. Alright, so moving on. Be sure to get this gem that's outside. Very, very important. You can't leave any of these behind. We're about to see the merchant again. I used to do this part coming up, killing everyone. If I have a lot of ammo, I'll kill everyone. But if not, I'm probably just going to run by them. And lately, I've just been running by them. And I think for this S Plus no bonus items run, I, you know, wanted to conserve as much as possible, so that was unfortunate. Sometimes he doesn't turn into a Plaga, but that time he did. It's like 50-50 with those two. Or the first one's 100%. The second one's kind of hit and miss. I also was testing something. I do remember this. I was testing kind of what the enemies did. Coming up here, I'll show you.
I've got some new items in stock.
I don't think this merchant ever has anything that I want to buy. I don't have much money, but definitely going to sell one of the mixed herbs. It's an easy 10,000. And again, I'm only thinking about the giant right now. I have seen some people use rocket launchers on the giant. I may test that at one point, but I think it'll kind of screw me later in the game.
You have a ticket, do ya? Nice. Choose
Yeah, I've only got 20,000.
and I'll make
I do need to put some money into the
good things
sniper
on
rifle.
sale, stranger.
In fact, I don't even buy the case, I don't think, because I want the case. Be nice to use an upgrade ticket right about now.
I'll buy it at a high
But
price.
that's not this run. So I sold the Punisher, and
Are you?
I'm trying to make my life easier, and I'm glad I did this. I thought I might have regretted it, but if the TMP was a shitty gun, I could not do this. But the TMP is such a good gun. It's amazing. So it allowed me to do this. I sold the Punisher. I didn't want to, you know, so run by these people right here. And we're going to get the golden egg because we need the 10,000 that you get, 9,500 or whatever. So anyways, yeah, I sold the Punisher. And I was kind of kicking and screaming, not wanting to do that. But then I said, you know what? Let's just, I don't want to have any issues with the giant. Let's just do it. And then see how it goes. So I'm going to test something right here. I wanted to run past these folks, and I wanted to see if they would still follow me after the door shut. So I run up here. I'm not sure if anybody's really following me right now. I'm going to turn around here and look. And so far, nobody had followed me. So that kind of surprised me. I expected everyone to be chasing me. So there still was somebody there. So I'm glad I looked, because he would have showed up later. And then I'm trying to decide, should I open this door? Yeah, let's open it. And then I regretted it. I definitely regretted it. I wanted to go grab a couple things back there, but looking back now, I'm not going to do that again. I'm just gonna leave. It's not worth it. There's really nothing in that other area, but I did want to see what would happen. Sometimes my curiosity gets the better part of me. And that's what's fun about video games. You know, sometimes you stumble on something that is very helpful. And you can work into your runs later on. So I will work that into my run later on, where I just run and let that door shut. So I don't know what happened there. That guy just, I didn't shoot. I'm pretty sure I tried to. That was unfortunate. I'm using a generic TMP, and as you can see, I'm still able to move people around and get them out of my way. But this guy wanted some more, so who am I to deprive him? And well, there goes your knife. So it looks like I'm down to shitty knives now. I really do miss the infinite knife at this point. So be sure to clear everything out. Make sure we maximize our money as much as possible. Well, shouldn't have taken any damage in this. That was unfortunate. Get these 2 boxes. And then don't forget the... what is this? The pearl something or other. Pearl medallion. Pearl pendant. Alright, so let's get ready to... or get the yellow diamond over here. And then let's get ready to fight the giant. Super critical, do not forget this diamond. Red herb will be on the left. And I skip this knife all the time except for when I'm, you know, not able to use the infinite knife. Then I have to carry it. I have to pick it up. Plus it's good anyways because we're going to make arrows later on. Arrows are huge. I'm using the crossbow more and more. Seems like every run I am integrating it more and more into my runs, which is cool. I didn't use it at all in the beginning. It's a very annoying gun. It's super annoying. It takes forever to reload if you don't have it upgraded. It's just a nightmare to use. You know, if it's not reloaded and you run into trouble, you're not whipping it out quickly. So I definitely save here. Why not? We got 10. And this boss can be a pain. He's a bullet sponge. And so we're gonna use our upgraded sniper rifle. So now at this point, with the Punisher sold, I'm kind of all in on the sniper rifle now. And it's leveled up quite a bit, so it should be doing some damage. I try to just mix it up between shooting him in the face and shooting his Plaga. And I've been saving my grenades for this moment right now. I got lots of ammo. Got 45 rounds, so we're doing great. All the saving of ammo that I did along the way is paying off right now. So try to get a shot off on him and then do a knife attack. Now I'm going to start to use grenades. I'm going to try to chuck a grenade and a flashbang just to stun him, and then I'm going to just be taking pot shots at him. So the flash grenades are happening now. Grenades are coming now. And I don't know how that missed him, but shoot him in the face anyways. Okay, I needed to reload, so I hit him with the flash. Just keep taking pot shots at him. Give him a grenade. That one hit him good. He's down on the ground again. And that's all he could take. So that's the best way, I think, to beat him in this run. I would say next run that I'm going to do the TMP, because I think the TMP is just going to wreck him. I can't wait to do an upgraded TMP run. That's going to be the next thing I do. And that's going to be fun. Alright, so the giant's down. And if you're hanging in there, great. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you can like and subscribe, it'd really help me out. I'm just trying to get this channel built up a little bit. YouTube's tough. And, you know, if you can sub, that'd be great. If you're not ready for that, that's fine. No problems. Liking, if you learned anything from this video or whatever, just hit the thumbs up. That would help out a lot. It's totally anonymous, totally free, and it only helps out the person who made the videos, because these videos are, you know, a lot of work. They take some time and energy to get done. So appreciate any feedback or any help you can give me with liking and subscribing. So thank you so much for hanging out. All right, so this part, you know, sometimes you can run past everybody and it's no problem. Other times they get in your way and you got to fight your way through it, but no problem. Just gun them down.
Don't inhale the smoke.
Don't forget the shortcut right there. Make sure you hit that every time.
We can go back up this way. We'll figure out the next move.
I tend to do about 98% clears. I tend to grab as much as I can, like a pack rat. So this is a great video to watch if you want to do the same. I try to have good paths and, you know, try to be as efficient as possible, but I do try to grab as much as I can. So the speedrunners skip so much stuff, and they're always just, you know, no ammo, no nothing. So they live on, you know, very little, and I think that's what actually makes them more amazing than the fact that they can speed run. The fact that they can get by without any bullets or any treasures, and they can find a way to make it work. So, you know, hats off to them. Very tough to do. Pretty impressive, actually, for probably the reasons that they don't expect. You know, everybody expects, wow, you know, that's an amazing time you got there, son. But when I watch it, I'm like, wow, you know, you really got by with like the bare minimum. And to me, Resident Evil is most enjoyable when you're having a lot of resources and a lot of bullets and a lot of upgraded weapons. To me, that's more fun. That's just my style. All right, so get everything sold. We're starting to accumulate more gems, getting ready for treasures that we're gonna find, selling small resources. I think well, right now you always want to get the flash grenade.
We've been saving that one for the right customer.
I still want that upgraded case. And I think right here, I get my Punisher back. Yep.
I'll hand this
And
you've got the space.
I am fine with it not being upgraded as much because I don't feel like I really need it to be upgraded as much going forward. I'm going to be doing a lot of my damage with the sniper rifle from here on out. So the Punisher has kind of served its purpose.
You can actually pay.
And looks like I'm going to upgrade the TMP a little bit here.
Work is about finesse. Straight
Every chance I get, I'm going to dump a little bit of money into the TMP.
self-killed now.
I feel good about my sniper. You saw it help me get past the giant. Really, that's all I pretty much cared about. Alright, gonna do a quick puzzle. A couple puzzles, actually. And we'll be moving on to the night room. And let's see how that goes. Basically, the black robe, the giant, the night room, and Gloria Las Plagas. You know, those are kind of all the decisions I'm making right now is in regards to their fights. And the way I'm set up, I don't feel all that good about fighting Gloria a las Plagas. And I feel like I really needed a good TMP to, to take him down. But I don't have that. My TMP is pretty much stock, basically right off the shelf. I put a little bit of money into it, but not much. In my other runs, my TMP was pretty boss right about now. I miss those days. Using upgrade tickets was fun. Running around with the maxed out TMP in the early game is a lot of fun. Alright, so we're going to do this puzzle and get ready for the night room.
The gate and gong have the same symbol. Seems simple enough.
I barely remember the original version of this game these days. It was so long ago, and I played so many games in the meantime. I don't feel like I would enjoy going back and playing the original game either, because I like how this game looks. I like how it feels. I love the updated version of it. I'm sure the other game is respectable. All the Resident Evil games are fun, but I don't know. I have the Resident Evil, I think it's 2 remake as well that I haven't played yet. I bought it like a year ago and never even played it. So
Who comes up with these things?
if I get bored with this game, I may move over to that. And as some people who have watched my videos know that I come from playing Destiny, and wow, his Destiny imploded in the last, I don't know, month. The player counts have been going down for a while, but that game is just, people are angry. And honestly, it's well deserved. They've made a lot of very poor decisions with the running of that game. The higher ups, they've caused a lot of controversy. They've just laid off a lot of people, so that's sad. It's not a good time to be out of a job. Holy crap, it's not a good time. Jeez, this is a rough economy that we're in right now. So to those people who lost their jobs, that's very sad, but that's real life. This is the real world. People lose jobs. A lot of people, including myself, have lost their employment and had to, adapt. Just like Resident Evil, when something goes sideways and you got to adapt. Life is the same way. So that you got to tough it up, and you got to get out and you got to make something happen. And I'm sure that a lot of those people that were working for Bungie that got laid off have got good resumes, so they'll you know, hopefully get picked up somewhere else. But it's a tough time to be out of work, so my heart goes out to those people, that's for sure.
I think I know what's coming.
All right, so this night room is going to be all sniper, and because none of my other guns will even tickle these guys. The only thing I have right now is my sniper rifle that can do any kind of damage. So I wasn't able to buy the case, so I'm having to delete stuff. Basically, you're deleting money, so it's not fun, but it had to be done.
Thought so.
I don't run right in there because, you know, they're just going to wreck you if you run up to them. So I take a couple shots and hit them in the head. And now the snipers are in, so get out of flash. I like to take this guy down next. I was hoping he would go down right there, but he didn't. And then he didn't drop to the ground, so I had to run back here. And now I've got 3 of them. I just chuck out a flashbang. They're cheap. It's more important to get out of here in one piece and try not to get hit by the snipers. So sniper rifle handled that room really well. I didn't want to get back here behind this wall that fast, but I had to adapt. While being behind the wall is safe from the snipers, it's not a good place to be with 3 knights running around with twirly heads trying to chase you. So it worked out, thank God. That room is real tough, and it has been since the beginning. Pick up everything. So anyways, yeah, back to Destiny. You know, that game has been just losing people. There's cheaters. Lots of issues with the game. It's sad. It used to be a really fun game. I haven't played it in a long time. And I'm very thankful for Resident Evil for reminding me that there was other games other than Destiny and kind of bringing me back to when I was a kid. You know, Resident Evil has been a big part of my gaming for a long time. Resident Evil, Dead Space, Left 4 Dead, Fallout, Skyrim, Grand Theft Auto. These are all the games that I played a lot. And Destiny took me away from all that for a long time, and it's nice to get back into it. I may do another run of Fallout 3, which to me is probably one of the greatest games ever made. Alright, so we're selling everything again. I think I can finally buy the case, although I'm not sure. I'm getting ready to fight Gloria a las Plagas. Yep, bought the case. Right now I'm feeling pretty good about my money.
We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, Fred.
Gonna get the TMP going. The TMP is still not in any way, shape, or form gonna take down Gloria a las Plagas. And right here, with the last couple upgrades to my sniper rifle, I decided I was gonna go with the sniper rifle to try to take him down. And probably being a little bit nervous about that because I love the TMP.
I don't always have welcome.
But we're gonna see how it goes. I don't want to die either, because if I do, then I have to go all the way past the night room back to the drill in the wall, and I don't want to do that. So I'm a little bit nervous in that regard, and I just don't want to blow it here. So these are the things that are kind of going through my head right now. I do not want to have to back up, because I did not save right here. This is not a place where I save. Ever. Never save right here. If I had 11 saves, I would save here. Trust me. I don't know what's up with the Punisher, but you can shoot crows and they don't get alarmed. I don't know why. They just sit there, which is nice. So watch this. They just sit there. That's great for us. Alright, this is usually going to go one of two ways. Either you're going to knock this guy on his ass like right off the bat and kill him right away, and that's great. Or you're going to have to chase him around a little bit. And lately I've been having to chase him around. And it's not fun, but sometimes it's what you got to do. Kind of felt like he should have went down, but I think I missed my first shot. This is unfortunate, but at this point I'm not wanting to repeat this. So you got to man up, you got to use a heal, and just get through it. There's going to be guys chasing you everywhere. So I was like, oh, can I hit him right here? I think I did hit him. But I think there's somebody on my right. I can hear him coming. So I felt like I had to get out of there. So I'm kind of risking it here by not healing. I really should have healed. You don't want to be low on health right now. I'm in a very, very dangerous spot right now. Really, really dangerous spot right now. I'm so tunnel visioned into killing him right now that I'm not even worrying about my health, which is dumb. Looking back now, watching this, I mean, it was even more of a tense part than I thought. So finally dropped him, and the second you kind of drop him, you're gonna have, like, you know, Casey and his entire Sunshine band coming looking for you. So right there, I got lucky. I didn't get punished. Resident Evil has a great way of punishing you sometimes when you do what I just did. But I got away with it, luckily. Alright, so here comes everybody. I like to get by this doorway. And everybody and their brother is going to be coming. The party is going to be right here. Alright, so they made my life easier right there. By coming out at the same time. And just be patient right now. Just be patient. These guys are all going to be crawling out of the woodwork here. There's no rush. Just trying to shoot him in the legs to get a stun. That got close. Closer than it needed to be. Alright, so we're going to clear this whole area out. There's a lot of loot here. So we're going to clear everything out, get all the medallions. I think I get everything here, but I'm not sure. This room is the main room you want to get right there. This is the most important room. If you were only allowed to loot one room in this whole place, it was that one. always shoot those boxes and grab them from across the gate. It's nice, you don't have to run through there, go all the way around to grab them. Gonna do that same thing right here with this box. That's all the medallions. Got a couple more boxes. Be sure not to leave anything behind here. This is all easy stuff to get, and it's best just to spend a couple of seconds just, you know, picking up everything. There's lots of ammo, so get it all. These knives are even helpful to me now because I can't use the infinite knife. Alright, we're ready to head out.
The last ingredient's not far now.
This part right here is pretty straightforward. I do take a little bit of a different path than some. I try to clear out as much as I can. Again, my emphasis is on money, wanting to upgrade, you know, all the weapons that I can to make myself a little bit of an easier time. I want all the flash grenades I can get. I want all the ammo I can get, and all that takes money.
Take care.
So I head down right here, and I want to pick up as much as I can. There's a couple treasures, there's some boxes, so clear everything out. There's just a couple guys down here, so no issues. I'm actually still taking a lot of people down with the TMP. I upgraded a little bit, so I'm using it more than I thought I was. Alright, one more enemy. They're gonna wish they didn't plop down right here. There you go. Y'all good? And then here's the treasure. Head up the ladder. And get ready to move on.
I should check below.
You should check back here. Then check below. Alright, we're getting ready to move on. Go ahead and drop down and get the treasure. Gonna do a quick puzzle.
This must be the collection room.
This puzzle is always the same. At least I think it's the same in standard and hardcore. Although I'm not too sure about that actually. Grab the butterfly. And get ready for the double Gyarados.
I need to reach him.
This chapter is a little longer than some of the others. Might be the longest one of the entire game. But we'll just be methodical and we'll make our way through it. There's a couple of tricky parts in here, but not to worry. This guide will help get you through. Make sure you don't forget about this roof right here. Clear that off before you head down.
Louis
And then for this next part, you're just going to follow the footsteps.
must have gone this way.
Drop down. Now there's no enemies, so no need to worry. We're just going to grab a few things and make our way out. Head to the left this time. And there's going to be 3 enemies right here. You can stab this first one. And these next 2 guys, you want to get them with the fire right here. So get their attention. And then catch them on fire. Save yourself some bullets. And here's the elegant crown. Get it filled up with everything you got so you can figure out what you're going to need to buy from the merchant. So it looks like I need a green and a purple. So I'll be buying those when I see them.
What is this?
What is this? Alright, drop down. There's going to be a velvet blue as soon as you get down to the bottom, so don't forget it. We're still in pack rat mode, and we pretty much will be for this entire run. And just basically trying to make sure that you have enough money for the rocket launchers that you need. And, you know, the gun upgrades that you need, because you still got a couple of bosses here that you're going to have to fight.
A nest. Hope it's not a sign of things to come.
Oh, it's a sign of things to come, all right. There's going to be bugs. All right, snipe this guy. And don't forget the arrows. Keep hoarding those arrows. We're going to use all of them coming up.
Lights out.
Alright, be sure to shoot the lock off this gate. It's kind of hard to see. Makes a little bit of a clink sound. I don't spend much time up here at all. In fact, very little. I'm in and out of this area right here. There's a lot more area to explore, and there could be a lot more treasures and stuff. I am not sure. I can't really be bothered by this area at all. Alright, so be sure to backstab this guy right here, and then immediately look to your left. That guy wants some. And there's a bug up there too. Here's the issue with the non-upgraded Punisher. It just doesn't really do anything. I think about this point I was thinking, should I upgrade it at all? But I also have to watch my money. We got to make sure we've got enough money for the end game. Use your small key right here. And grab the bioscope. We will be using this bioscope instead of the high-powered scope. The high-powered scope is nice in a couple of spots, but I've been using just the bioscope, you know, going forward. It just takes up less room, and you know, if I can get by with it, I'm just gonna keep using it. Yeah, see, the Punisher just can't bring anything down. The Punisher cannot punish. Alright, I'm going to shoot these right here to make it easier for me to grab when I'm running down below. Be sure to walk all the way through. and loot this guy that you killed earlier. And then also there's a couple of nice boxes right here. These boxes usually have a lot of good stuff, so don't forget them. They weren't that great that time, but... And actually, I don't know what's over there. I was kind of curious for a second. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. We'll come back on another run. All right, time to see the merchant. Gonna pick up some spindles from him. We also got some stuff to sell. We need to buy a couple of square gems. Gonna sell my mixed herb. If I have two, I always sell one. If I have one, I don't sell it. Alright, get the 2 gems. And then sell the crown. We're gonna have some serious cash at this point. Almost 200k. Looks like I can make another herb. So we got a lot of money right now. But we also got a rocket launcher coming up that we're gonna have to buy. I'm just being careful right now. I don't want to wind up with no money. And I'm going to buy the Stingray. I've been using that a lot more for the end game. I've really been liking it. It's not as powerful, but it gets the job done. And I've kind of been happy using it. We're going to upgrade it almost to the max, using the money that we made. We had a lot of money, so we're going to be going forward with the Stingray, using it quite a bit for the end game. So I just maxed it out quite a bit, 135k. Oh, looks like we're going to upgrade the TMP a little bit too. So actually, I'm kind of surprised I did that. You know, we got to get ready for the Black Robe fight part 3. And we're going to use a rocket launcher, so I'm curious to see how this winds up. I spent a little bit more money than I thought I did. So let's see how that goes. I don't remember having an issue, so we'll see. Alright, for this guy, just ignore him and run right past him. And then we're going to get the Lord of the Waterway here. Hopefully you got enough room. Make sure you got a few flash grenades. Extremely important for this next part. This next part usually gives me trouble. The double Gyarados, I usually have a problem with them. So I tend to like to have a few flash grenades just to make sure I can kind of use those to my advantage when fighting these guys. Because they're tough for me. I don't know why. Some people probably don't have any issues with them at all, but I sure do. So make sure you got plenty of ammo. We've been good about our ammo, so you should have plenty of ammo if you're following me. Looks like we got a couple sapphires, which is nice. And don't forget these boxes on the left here. They're easy to miss.
Thanks for the directions, Luis.
And we're going to loot everything here real quick. And get ready for this fight. So get off a few shots. Just trying to take care of the ads. Get out a flash grenade. There's one down. Time to work on the other one. Alright, that should be it. So I like to run outside as soon as the door opens if I can. And then I'm just going to take everybody out right here. Wow, that was close. Here, I'm still using this TMP that, yeah, I guess I upgraded it a little bit, so yeah. So it's doing alright. Clear everything out. And we're going to make our way to the Black Robe, Part 3. Or actually, you could say Part 3 and Part 4. Alright, speed up the elevator here real quick. My ADD kicks in. Alright, so let's see how I'm going to be able to do this. I got 100k. I got 120k. I need 160, so this is also going to help. You can use 3 different gems for the max. And that's going to put us at, that's going to give us 26,000. I'm looking. Yep, there's another 2,000. We're not going to use that scope anymore. 12,000 short. I just repaired, so. I just spent a little bit too much. And looks like I'm actually, it hasn't occurred to me yet that I got to get that rocket launcher.
You can't go wrong with that. Thank you. Pleasant travels. Welcome. All yours, stranger. You'll get some bang for your buck, I guarantee it. Your valuables.
Alright, so there you have it. I wound up spending way too much money. I just basically just forgot that I had to get the rocket launcher. So it cost me the TMP. I didn't mind selling it because of the fact that even if it's not upgraded, it still does its job. It'll still move people out of the way, and it'll still stun people. But I really made a dumb move in doing that. You could have easily kept the TMP for the later game if you would have, you know, did a couple things different than I did. I just basically went on a spending spree. I forgot, and probably could have restarted, but you know, what the hell. I don't mind selling the TMP. It's still good. Alright, the second you get in here, you want to shoot the rocket right away. This guy will sidestep and you'll miss him, so be sure to shoot it right away. But back to the TMP. Yeah, it just goes to show you how good the TMP is, that it didn't even bother me that I had to sell it. And now we got like a lot of money. We got upgrades in other places that, you know, we could use, and it's not a problem. It's no worry at all. So one thing that's cool about this game, you can always sell your upgraded weapons if you have to. It's not ideal, but sometimes you just have to do it. So, all right, get out your sniper rifle, and we're going to do this boss fight. I got lucky that he did the spitting thing, And when he does it, it's really great if you're using the Stingray. Look at just the damage that I just put out on that guy. Very, very potent gun, and I just wrecked this guy. I got lucky that he did the spitting thing. He rarely does that right off the bat. Alright, get ready to evade if you need to. Actually, I don't even need to. I got lucky again that he popped up off to the side of me, and that he jumped back into the ground when he could have attacked me right there. So, just my RNG is really good on this boss fight. Yeah, that was a done deal. The Navistadors showed up, and I'm not even gonna have to deal with them. I would have liked to have gotten their ammo and stuff, but honestly, I'm just glad to be done with that fight. That fight can be a bit of a pain. So I'm just speeding it up here. And we're going to move on to the next part. This part's pretty easy. Just make sure that you don't miss running underneath this gate, because then you're going to have to sit and fight. It'll be like a 4v1, and you don't want that. Make sure you get through this gate the first time.
How do you get over there so fast?
And also, I'm being a little bit cautious as well, because I do not want to do that boss fight again. I don't want to die here. And so a little bit of pressure on right now, because my save point is pretty far back. And I'm not wanting to redo that boss fight, especially when I had a really good run on phase 2. So that kind of what was going through my mind right now was just making sure to be safe. And at this point, I'm dropping back. This guy's got a lot of HP, and my gun's not very upgraded. So at this point, I get a Plaga, and I'm just going to shoot him down with my sniper rifle. Normally, I wouldn't. I'd save the ammo, but I was being pretty conservative. I just did not want to go back and redo that. Alright, now for the big test. We're going to try to make the run. Ada's got a lot of moves in this little skinny dress that she's got on. I mean, she really gets around pretty well. It doesn't slow her down, that's for sure. She can do all this in a tight cocktail dress. Good for her.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? Your valuables won't
Alright, so right here, I'm not sure, but I think I probably try to get my TMP back. I got 73k.
Why not try
Yeah. I was definitely wanting my TMP back. I don't like being without it. Even if it's not upgraded and straight out of the box, right off the shelf, non-upgraded, it still just kicks ass. So I felt bad about having to lose it. And I pick up the blast arrows too. Those are nice to have at this point. I'm going to use this going forward a little bit. So be sure to save your game right here, because so many weird things can happen. You know, you could get pounded by these large piston thingies. So just be sure to save. I always save here. Alright, here comes a shielded guy. He's like, what the fuck, dude? All right, going to be 3 guys right here. I'm pretty sure 2 of them are usually Plagas.
Here we go.
And then not a bad spot to use a flash grenade. You're going to get another one back right here too. So gun this guy down. I don't think he's ever been a Plaga for me. Again, the Punisher is, you know, it could have used an upgrade or two. Unlike the TMP, out of the box, the Punisher is painful to use. It's not very good. Looking back now, I probably would have upgraded that a couple times. Looking at what I know now, I think my next run through I'll probably do that. Alright, and I like to stun this guy right here. He's hard to stun though. And then just make a run for it. There might be 3 people chasing you right here. So be sure to time this. It just takes a little bit of thought. And then once you get over to the other side, get ready for the homies to come in. That's 2 of them. And then she's good. I mean, this lady, she has a high success rate. She makes it through like most of the time. I mean, she's like advanced level gamer. I mean, she's got her own damn Twitch stream. Alright, enough fun with that. We're moving on. So like and subscribe if you can. You guys just help me out. Help me get my channel built up a little bit. This is something new that I'm doing. I make videos and music, but not for video games. So it's kind of fun for me to do this. It is a lot of work though. So if you could just help me out with the like or a subscribe, you know, or if you're not ready for a sub yet, that's fine. No worries. A like would just be very helpful. So right here would have been nice to have the long range scope, but I didn't. And I was just trying to do this run without it. It's no problem. I feel like you're still able to get everything done with the bioscope. And we sold the other scope, so we don't even have it anymore. There's going to be a bunch of guys here waiting for you. So in the beginning I used to run past them all, but it just wasn't consistent enough. I was getting grabbed and stuff, so when I started doing professional runs, I just decided to be more careful. Beware of that archer guy. He's a really good shot. So just kind of get him to follow you. I was just going to kill this guy right here, but then I think I see a bunch coming down the stairs right there. So once I see that, I'm pretty much going to punt on trying to take that dude down with my weak ass Punisher. And I'm just going to let these pistons do my work for me. Do a little stun. And here comes somebody else. There was even 2 more coming, but they were kind of slow. Those guys with those metal helmets, when they talk, they sound kind of like Darth Vader. They sound kind of cool. Little details with the game that, you know, make it pretty cool. Alright, watch that sniper. We're just trying to get a chance to get the sniper out to take care of him. High power scope would have been nice, but oh well. Running a little low on sniper bullets. And this guy right here, I wanted to take him down to the piston area, but I just didn't want to wait for him. They move so slow, these Plagas do, that I'm just going to take him down with the TMP, with the weak ass TMP. I'm not wanting to use any of my sniper rounds. And this guy is just taking forever. Oh, now he's got a little pep in his step. And at this point, be sure to watch your back. There's a guy trying to flank you. I don't know where he comes from. And I think I hear him. I was just going to blow up the barrel on this guy, but that guy was behind me and I didn't know where he was at. So I just took off. And now for this next room, I don't know why, but I always have trouble in this room too. Even when I'm trying to be super careful, something goes sideways here. And this was one of the times I was just trying to come up with new ideas to do this part. I hate using my sniper rounds, but gonna do it anyways. And got 2 plagas, so that was probably the easiest. Hate to use a flash grenade right there, but I'm fine with it. I've taken damage in this area a lot, so, and it doesn't seem like a very hard part. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if this part's a little tricky for you as well. It's weird, the little parts that kind of irritate some people that don't irritate other people, and it's parts like that that I want to, you know, ask for the community's help to, you know, come up with better ideas. You know, share a link if if you have a video or something of an easier way to handle that part. You know, and any comments is appreciated too, and you know, just say hi or whatever. You know, I just try to keep everything positive and keep everything you know, fun, and video games are fun and it's a great escape from the real world, and it's really nice to talk to people in the community about the game because we're all fans of the game. Many people have played this game since they were a kid like me, and just to see how far it's come and stuff, it's just been really cool to see. I think Capcom's made some really good decisions as far as the games that they've done. They've remade all the Resident Evil games are fun. I love playing all of them, and you know, I just want to hear from other people. You know, leave me a comment and, you know, introduce yourself, and hopefully, you know, you meet some fun friends in the community that just want to talk game. You know, and anything you can do to help somebody get through something is a great thing to do, and it's a positive thing to do. So please be positive. Criticism there's an art in this life to giving criticism in such a way that is positive and makes people feel good. And you know, if it's something that you're not good at in life, you know, try to get better, aspire to be better, aspire to be more positive, aspire to be more friendly, you know, and stuff. It's like, you know, with all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now, you know, a little bit more positivity is a good thing. So I appreciate hearing anybody and look forward to answering any questions too. So hide behind this box and get rid of those guys. They're not fun to deal with. Just let them go by. So yeah, be sure to, you know, chime in and introduce yourself. I'd love to meet everybody, and you know, let's have some good fun discussions and laugh and enjoy video games. Right here, I got into a little bit of a situation where I just I forget that my guns are not upgraded. So I made a bit of a mistake right here letting these guys live. I should have just sniped them. And then I tried to just leave, but nope. And then I'm in kind of a tight spot right there. I'm glad I didn't get hit. This guy just will not go down. I mean, this... Keep in mind that my knife as well has never been upgraded. I didn't upgrade it once in any shape or form. I may do that in a run coming up. I think I might. Yeah, I'm definitely going to upgrade it. Just a couple. It doesn't need much.
Should be just up ahead.
It might make the game a little bit easier for me. Again, it's nice to use the infinite knife. And looking back in the video, I did notice that I had it out for the very beginning run. So I think I kind of forgot in the very beginning and used it right off the bat. And but once I realized it, I took it off right away. It didn't affect the game at all in a very early part of the game. So sorry about that. The most important thing to get from this vendor is the heavy grenade. Yep. There's going to be a couple spots coming up where we need that grenade, and you'll be thankful you had one.
That's good work, if I do say so myself.
So yeah, I mean, three of my main guns I just didn't even bother to upgrade. Put a little bit of money into the TMP. It's nice to be able to make some arrows. And then kind of get everything ready. You're going to sell some of this stuff here shortly. And we're going to get ready to do a quick run. Get your flash grenade in hand. And you're going to have to flash your way through this. You might need a couple, you might need 3. So here's one. Just kind of push these guys out of your way if you can. And there's my second one. And don't worry, they'll move out of your way eventually. Looks like I made it through with 2, so that's good. Alright, then you want to head back outside and you want to loot everything. And again, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate, you watching the video. As we get towards the end here, voice starts to get a little scratchy and stuff, and my voice is already kind of scratchy to begin with. And then after I had COVID a couple times, it got even worse. So, I got a little bit of a scratchy voice, and no, I don't smoke 10 packs a day. Just a little bit of a scratchy voice. My family calls me sometimes. They're like, "What? Did you lose your voice?" I'm like, "No, this is kind of the way I've sounded for the last 10 years or so." And then COVID a couple times, like I said, and that it got a little bit scratchier, and it is what it is. I just kind of deal with it. I'm thankful that I'm not a lead singer in life. I'm a guitar player. So if it were to happen to me, losing my voice a little bit was probably okay. It would have been a lot worse if I was professional singer instead of a professional guitar player. So please like and subscribe. It takes a lot to put these videos out. A lot of talking, a lot of commenting, trying to make these things fun. A lot of time goes into creating the video and editing and trying to make these things very easy to watch and stuff. Ada's run is the perfect amount of time at about 2 hours. Leon's run's a bit long, 5 hours or so. But Ada's run feels very, very comfortable. So it's really, really a great DLC, especially for $10. You just can't go wrong with it. If you got an extra $10, do it. You definitely won't regret it. All right, we're going to do this next part here. And this is usually about 50-50 for me as well. We're going to do the Beatles quest. And first thing I like to do, this is the heavy nade part, is these guys are a pain in the ass. So try to get rid of them all. I could have threw that a little bit more to the right, but it looks like I got everybody with the heavy nade. That's where they come in super handy. And this guy gave me a little bit of trouble. He usually doesn't, but I think let's see what he does. Yeah, he winds up grabbing me. It's okay if he does. We got lots of heals. And plus, you know, he doesn't really hurt you. Make sure to stab him if he grabs you. But again, not a lot of damage, so these beetles are more important. Make sure you get them. A lot of guys just skip them, but, you know, for me it just takes a second. It's the second one that gives me a bit of trouble. The first one never usually does. In fact, I should have just stood further back, but since he doesn't give me trouble, I was just, you know, like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna stand in there and take it. So get this resource on the left. Don't forget that. But anyways, the second one generally gives me more of a problem. And then you're going to want to go straight ahead and loot this room first. And get ready for this next regenerator. I think I forgot to get the cabinet. I think I was just focusing on this guy. I left a couple things in that room. Don't do that. Be sure to grab them. So I just lure the guy away. And I flashed him. I usually don't, but I was just like, oh, what the hell? I can flash him. I got a couple flash grenades. And then I was like, oh shit, he's going to meet me in here. And he's going to cause me trouble in this room. And sure enough, there he was. So he almost killed me. I was trying to save that mixed herb to sell, but he had other ideas. But we got lots of heals, so just do it. Grab the beetle and make your way out. No worries. You can take a little bit of damage here and there. You can't take a ton, but you can take a little. It's not that big of a deal. Just heal up. I forgot to loot the room on the right. Make sure you do that before you take the power out. I think right there I just realized it. I was like, oh well.
That was bound to happen.
Don't try to run past this guy. Just shoot him. Use whatever potent gun you have, because he can be a pain in the ass with his little spider friend. And then get ready for the spider. Takes quite a few shots with the Punisher. But we got him down. Next up is another part where you're likely going to take some damage if you follow me. There is a way you can do it where you run the guy around this area right here, but honestly it just takes me too much time. I don't really care about taking a little bit of damage, so it's up to you. If you want, you can run the guy around this area I'm in, but if you can stand to take a little bit of damage, then, you know, you don't lose any time. This first guy's no problem, just run past him. But if you don't hurry, he will grab you right there, so make sure that you keep running. I got unlucky. And then the other one came and showed up. I don't think that's ever happened to me. That's likely never happened to me before. And then I get greedy and I try to get those boxes. And at that point I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm out of here. Those guys were chaos. Wait for the music to stop. Wait for all like the scary sounds to stop, and then you can drop back down. There is a small key that you want to use here. That's the most important part. It's going to be right in here. Alright, drop down, get ready to talk to the merchant.
Hello, Straight. Welcome. Wilden, what can I do? I knew you were a goat.
Turn in your merchant request and get ready to fill out the golden links. I think this is going to give us 36,000, so really good treasure to get.
Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty
Stranger.
penny for that.
Prepare the knife as usual. I'm going to give a little bit
There you are.
of upgrades to the TMP. I'm surprised that I never bought the TMP stock in this whole run, or at least I haven't done it so far. I actually do like having that stock. So that could be something you could do to help improve your game if you're following me. You could have bought the stock way earlier in the game. Like right now, I'm probably thinking it doesn't matter. TMP will be used very little going forward. And for this section right here, you want to snipe these couple guys. It's kind of a little bit harder with the bioscope, I know, but just got to make do. I didn't want to buy the high-powered scope this time. We got him. And then typically on this part right here, these guys are so weak that normally I just use a pistol, except for the fact that I don't remember that I didn't upgrade it at all. So these guys are usually one shot, but not with a weak pistol. They're not one shot. So now I'm finding that out, and I'm like, okay, shit. I need to take this part seriously, because usually I don't. So as you can see, the rocket launcher guy showed up on the left, and I'm lucky that I got him in time, because he was sitting there for a while.
Enjoy the ride.
And then when she says enjoy the ride, start looking for the other rocket launcher guy. Take him out. And then I had to reload, and then I got popped. And then that stopped my reloading. And that was kind of aggravating. Not going to hit him with the TMP, really. Yeah, looking back, I just should have probably upgraded the Punisher just a little bit. It wouldn't have hurted, and I would have had plenty of money to do so. So, you know, hindsight, Monday morning quarterback, whatever you want to call it. I'm talking to myself here. You know, I could have made this just a little bit easier, but it's still a good run, and you know, fairly optimized for my route that I take. And so yeah, I'm pretty good with this run though. Felt good, and you know, not using any bonus items.
Take a look.
I speeded up a little bit because I need to make room for the crossbow. Finally gonna get that out of the storage. We've had it in our storage since the beginning of the game, and we finally got it out. There's lots of different ways to do this. Many people just run through and just dodge the lasers and stuff, but I just take a little bit extra time, use all the crossbows that I got, crossbow arrows that I got to take these things out. I just find it just works better for me. But to each his own. Lots of people do this part differently. I tend to like this way. I don't even think you have to take this guy out up here. I just always do for some reason.
Oh, breaks off.
And now I'm going to do a quick save.
What can I interest you in?
I think that's going to be save number 9.
Valuables won't do you much good in the grave. You have a ticket, do ya? We're starting to get an idea of combat anytime.
Got 77,000, and we're going to be needing 160,000 here shortly. I got a rocket launcher that I'm going to need to buy here coming up, so I'm starting to think about that, saving some money. Alright, and then this guy's gonna attack you. Make sure you've got your crossbow loaded. Very important. Run past this guy. And then get ready to take out this laser right here. And then get a flash grenade ready. And then you're gonna want this guy to come down and you're gonna want him to attack you. I didn't want this guy showing up, this electricity guy. I definitely did not want him showing up, but he did. And took me 2 flash grenades. Usually I can do it in 1, but it took 2 that time. You have to adapt. I don't like it when the electrocution guy shows up. Alright, we're getting ready to finish another request here. Gonna get the last Navisador. There you go.
Task complete.
So right here, I think we pretty much have plenty of money. So we're doing good in that department. Make sure your crossbow is loaded. Definitely make sure it's loaded. Gonna be a treasure right there. And this is all gonna help with the final rocket launcher. Need 160K. 116. This part's pretty easy.
You don't look friendly.
Alright, make sure to turn this quickly. And then you want to get your crossbow out. And shoot this wall right here. It's going to give you a shortcut.
I'm done for.
And then you could have gone left right there and could have got some boxes, but I forgot. And this one is 906. Be sure not to miss any of these prompts here because you will get attacked. And then coming up to the biggest Resident Evil enemy chump in the whole game, this guy. He's so weak. I don't even know what he's even doing there. Later on, chump. Alright, gonna do the laser section. If you just push forward, you can miss the first ones. And then you have to wait for this one. Just stay ducked, down, crouched, and then go through.
Well, that was excessive.
And 769 is this one. And I had to put it in a couple times.
This is it. Now, how to connect the device.
Alright, security disabled. And you're almost through this section. Do a quick run. And then we do the laser part again. Kind of a half cut scene. And make your way through here. I guess that guy's name's Martinique. I didn't know that. And there you go.
For their sanctuary.
That was chapter 6.
I'll meet him there.
And we're off to chapter 7. This is the final chapter. And this will be our final save.
Well done. You've proven yourself reliable. A deal with...
And we're trying to get to that 160K right here. And I think we're going to get close. I got 21 spinels,
Now go.
so I can buy
What can I interest you in?
one of those. Yep, and we have a lot more left too, so got a lot more spinels left.
Welcome.
But that's pretty much going to get us there. We've got 143,000,
Price.
and I'm going to see what else I can sell.
An interesting choice. I mean it in a good way.
Yep, that was a good call. I don't need anything else, so I just bought a bunch of gems
Welcome.
and some treasures, and we'll easily have enough money. We're going to end with right about the right amount. And doesn't matter if I can't get 2 square gems in there. It doesn't matter. It's still worth a lot. So we're going to sell these.
Got a selection of good things on.
And we're over the 160 easily. And I could have waited to buy the rocket launcher until later. I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, stranger.
I guess I just wanted to make sure I had it.
Not enough cash, stranger. You have a ticket, do ya? Aye, this kind of work.
Put a
is
little
about
bit into the
finesse,
TMP.
stranger.
Stingray's good.
Thank you. Do check out my wares again soon.
Make sure your crossbow's loaded because we're going to be using it. And we're going to do a quick save. And that's our 10th save. So no more saves. That's the final one. This room can be a bit of chaos.
Here we go.
I kind of like to just take care of it this way, as you'll see. Once that guy comes down, that's where I pull back. And then I get out my crossbow. And it's not leveled up at all, so... it's fun to use. And we're just gonna pop off a little bit on these guys. I wanted to save a few crossbow arrows for the next part coming up. I wanted to test something. So finish looting this place out. I love how many heavy nades I had. And definitely want more blast arrows. So I was bummed that's all I could make. This next guy, you can easily grab his shield, but I was trying a couple things. I wanted to see if I could take him out. And wound up he didn't want to go down, so I ended up having to grab his shield anyways. And I'm lucky that I didn't get sniped by those archer guys. Luckily, the sniper rifle took him out, headshot of the Plaga, and got rid of him. So, alright, I'm going to do a blast arrow right here. This is a part I'm testing. And then I wanted to get a couple of heavy nades out. Yep. And then get another one out. I don't like to mess around on that part right there. That part can be dicey. So let me know how you other people do that part. I don't know how good it was the way I did it. I had to use 2 heavy nades and a crossbow. But I don't need a lot of heavy nades. I need one for here. And then snipe Piggy. I thought he was dead, but he was not. He gets life again. Alright, so Piggy's down. And we're getting there. We're almost there. You're almost at S+. Reload everything. We got another part coming up here. We're going to flash our way through it. Don't forget the treasure. Although, you really don't need anything anymore. There's no more need for money. In fact, I don't even know why I even bother going for the treasure right here. Maybe it's to show people where the stuff is. but I don't need it. There's a treasure on your left, but I usually don't get it because these guys can be a pain in the ass. So I like to get a flashbang out and just run by them. And then be careful right here. Right there. They can still hit you. I gotta say that hasn't happened many times, but there you go.
Almost there.
Get this treasure right here. And then we're going to see the merchant for the last time. I should have bought the rocket launcher here. It didn't make any difference though, really.
A deal well struck.
As the old people say, 6 in one, half dozen in the other.
I can hardly contain myself.
I love it when he says, I can hardly contain myself. You're really going to do it. If he saw my game history and that I've done it so many times, he wouldn't be surprised. Alright, I'll show you where the last treasures are. There's one right there. Loot everything still, because you can get gunpowder and you can get heavy nades. Heavy nades are good to have. But we are in real good shape. We got 60,000 and nothing else to spend it on. So all in all, it worked out pretty well. Fire your rocket the second you can.
Not long until the bombs on this island start popping off.
And then get ready to snipe a couple dudes right here.
Just what I was looking for.
They're a little hard to hit with this scope, but it doesn't matter. We got plenty of rounds. Don't forget about this guy on the bottom right.
Lights out.
And we're ready to move on. Now's where the timer kicks in.
I need to hurry.
But don't worry about it. 4:38 is plenty of time. Snipe this guy if you can. There's another guy there too, but he's further back. Sometimes he does show up there. Sometimes you do see him. Alright, make your way forward. I like to snipe this guy too. He can be a nightmare as well. And then his buddy, I think, shows up too. Yep. But we've got a flash grenade. There will also be another flash grenade right here coming up. Actually, got to deal with these guys first. Or just this guy. We took the other one out already. Punisher just is not getting it done now. Switch to the sniper rifle. And then as soon as I get over here, I probably don't need to do this, but I'm going to throw a flashbang just to make this next part easier. That guy can be a tough dude sometimes. You just want to make sure you have 2 flashbangs at this point. I think I only have 1, but I can totally craft one here in a minute. Plus there's one right there. That got a little dicey right there. Usually that guy's not a problem, but we made it through. Oh, we took a bit of damage, but we've got heals, so we're doing plenty good. And right here was when I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna need flashbangs. But there's a couple of boxes coming up here shortly that I'm pretty sure I can get enough gunpowder out of. So I'm not too worried. Although I did want to have more just to feel better. But right now flashbangs are my highest priority. I need at least 2. 3 would be even better.
To end this. Hold on, Leon.
And since I don't have flashbangs, it's going to mess with me on this next part, because normally I flashbang the Navisadors, but I didn't have one, so there's 2, and that's all I can make. So right now, I don't feel good about using a flashbang on this next part, so I'm a little annoyed at myself. But that's okay. The way I'm going to work around it is I'm just going to have to shoot the Navisadors with my TMP. Again, this is how good the... Oh, take this guy out first. Make sure you take that guy out. Sorry, forgot to mention that. This just shows you how good the TMP is. So I trigger him. Get this guy right there. He can be a pain right there. And then this dude, I had to reload. Took a little bit of damage. Doesn't matter. We got tons of heals. Or maybe not tons. We have enough. So then take this out. The sniper rifle. Take the eye out. 2 guys are going to show up. Make sure you take them out quickly. They can be a nightmare if you leave them alone. Now all we need is 2 flashbangs. Throw 1 flashbang out right away. Throw a heavy nade. And I didn't get it high enough. So I'm just going to shoot it. Shoot the eye. That's alright. Get 1 more flashbang out. And at that point, as long as you don't kick anybody or touch anybody, you're done. The minute that closes, you're done. So I troll him a little bit. Give him a couple more nades. Time to say hi to Ashley. We make our way to the top here, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. A lot of time and effort goes into creating these videos, so hopefully if it helps you, let me know in the comments. I'd love it if it did, even if it just helped a couple people to get their S+. That would be amazing. I would love to hear from you, and you know, definitely appreciate everybody watching this again. Like and subscribe if you can. 2 hours, 9 minutes was the amount of time it took. So thank you so much. I'm Joey, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.